Hi, my name is Margie, and this is my journey through code. My name is Margie, and I am a junior computer science major at Spelman College, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. So I got my start in computer science when I first got to Spelman. I had no idea really what I wanted to do. And I talked to one of the computer science professors. His name is Dr. Volsi at Spelman, and he told me that there was no need to be afraid. I should try something different. And I already had a strong background in math and science, and that computer science would be something good for me. So I said, let me try it. And I got in the class. They started basically from scratch. They didn't expect you to have any previous knowledge. So they really taught you everything. So I fell in love with coding. I fell in love with the complications and the brainstorming and critical thinking behind coding. And behind algorithms and computer science. So that's kind of how I got my start in computer science.
Okay. How has, I guess, your journey been as a woman of color going into the tech field?
Seeing that there are very few women of color, it's kind of been shocking at first and then normalized. Okay. They're very, they try to advocate for Black women and women of color to not give them a leg up, but try to make them on an equal playing field. Mm-hmm. So the type of curriculum that we do at Spelman is no different than any curriculum that happens at any other school. We learn the same things, we are taught the same way, and we possess the same knowledge. So whenever I go out to the field, I feel equally as prepared, if not better prepared, for the same type of positions. And in most of my internships, I am one of the only women of color, or if woman at all. And it just really opens other people's minds, and it places me at the table so that I can start carving out that path for people like me and little girls that are coming up behind me, giving them room at the table as well.
Okay. I know you talk about opening paths and creating opportunities for other girls that are following through and coming on with you. I know you do a lot of work with Black Girls Code, mm-hmm. and other work in the community too. Can you tell us more about that and why you do that and why you think that's important?
So one of my greatest passions is working with the youth, and I like to try to find the intersection between youth and technology. So that's why I volunteer with Black Girls Code, and that's also why I help run the SpelBots team at Spelman College, which is Spelman's Robotics team. I serve as one of the captains, and our mission is really to go out into the community and teach young girls, sometimes young men, about technology, robotics, computer science. We're basically trying to increase the pipeline of Black girls in the computer science field. We show them how to work the robots, how to build, how to program, all that kind of stuff. Then we teach them about computer science, algorithms, how to code, and we really just give them the motivation and the power that they probably weren't getting in school or from home. And that is something that I love doing. I look forward to doing it. And every opportunity that presents itself, I try to take.
Oh, wow. That's really awesome. I'm also curious to find out, what are some of the internships that you've done, and how has that experience been?
So I have interned for the past 2 summers with the same company, a government agency. Okay. Working for the government has been challenging and fun at the same time. You get to learn all different kinds of things. You have to have security clearance. Once you gain that, then you get to work on different types of projects that lead to national security in our case, because computer science, lots of technology leads to different issues politically. So that's kind of what I've been doing over the past 2 summers, and then I worked through the school year in the different offices as well. And then this summer I'll actually be transitioning into an IT position at ExxonMobil. Okay. There I will be working on an assigned project in their IT department, probably doing some front-end or back-end development for one of their applications.
Oh, okay. I know we're talking about front end and back end applications. I'm curious to find out, do you have a preference with that, or is there any project that you're working on currently? Like, what do you enjoy the most right now with all the projects that you've done or things that you're working on?
Well, something that I'm working on right now, through research with my research advisor at Spelman, is robotics related. It's human-computer interaction. So we're building a chatbot that works to kind of lecture and teach people about being a Black woman in technology. So that requires both front end and back end. So I'm having to develop the dialogue and the conversation, and then I'm also having to go in the back end and code the chatbot and run the programs to make sure that they operate like the right way. I would say what I prefer is the front end. I love seeing like how people react when they're speaking with the robot. That type of research really makes me happy, but of course the back end development is necessary. So I work so that I can be as proficient in it as necessary so that I can skip ahead to the front end.
Okay. I'm also curious to find out, so what are your plans when you're looking, I guess, beyond graduation? So you've already said what you'll be doing this summer. I know you'll be graduating within the next year. What are you thinking of going into, or what are some future plans or things that you'd like to do?
So at Spelman, they really prepare you to be software engineers. They prepare you to be data analysts, database creators, all these big types of things. And then they also encourage you to go to graduate school. So my research advisor has talked me into going to graduate school, and I'm considering getting my PhD after undergrad. So going straight from my bachelor's to my PhD at some university, hopefully.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's exciting. For, I guess, any women of color that are watching this video right now and thinking, well, they would love to start a career in computer science and are not sure like how to go about it, or would even just need any advice or guidance, would you have any advice or anything that you'd like to say to them?
Of course, I know the world like tells us that we're not good enough or that we have to work twice as hard, and sometimes we do, but I just like know that everything that you need is already inside of you. Just be mindful that there are certain things that you're going to need if you're going to succeed in a career of computer science. You're going to need a strong mathematical background, a strong scientific and reading background. Those are things that you can't get away with not knowing. And then you're also going to need the motivation to actually want to change the world. And I think all of us, when we see the types of problems and issues that are happening in today's world, we all have that. So if you're a Black woman, you already have the magic, you already have the power. It's just you have to be willing and ready to use that power.